We finally made it to the Badlands, our first national park, real national park. We did the historic national park in Boston, but check out the views over here. This is pretty amazing. We're staying 2 nights in the Badlands at the Cedar Pass Campground, which actually has no hookups whatsoever. They do have a water and a dump station as you come into the campground, so we are filling up water right now. Hopefully get 50 gallons, enough to last us a couple days. But then right behind me over here, you can see the Badlands and the hills, and we're gonna see that directly from our campsite, which is pretty amazing. But we gotta get over to our campsite, unhook, and then we're gonna go explore. We're gonna hit the Welcome Center, hopefully start off with doing the Junior Ranger badges for the girls, and then see what else is around for us to explore.
This is a pig, but it's like from a long time ago.
And it's like really creepy, huh?
Yeah.
Look at those sharp teeth. Do you think he could eat you?
I don't think so, but I don't know either.
It's also really cool. They have a fossil lab here where they're prepping some of the fossils that they put on display, which is really nice. Kind of interesting to see how the process is as they're working on them after they pick up the fossils from the ground. What do you think of the Badlands?
Beautiful. They're not actually bad. They are super gorgeous. But you have to be aware of rattlesnakes because they could be lurking around in the tall grass.
You love the view, Bubba? Which side is prettier? That side, not this side over here?
Well, I really like that one because there's lots more mountains. And you can see a lot more. You can see the mountains way back there.
Higher, faster. You gonna join us, Rachel?
Hey, let's take a picture here. So beautiful.
We climb all the way to the top of the hill and you're standing over here in shade.
I'm standing in the shade, 1, because I'm hot, and 2, because it said in the brochure that when you climb you have to be extra careful because the soil's very unstable and that falls are the #1 injury in the park. I'm staying safe.
It is so hot here. We haven't been even walking for like 10 minutes. I'm sweating like I've never done before.
It's what, 92 degrees today?
It's supposed to hit 91 soon here in a minute. Sometime soon. I don't know what time it is. I'm still on Central Time.
So the higher we go, the views get even more amazing. But from up here, we can actually see our campground. It's a little bit hard to make out, but we'll zoom in here. Right down there on the edge. You're recording me?
I'll record you. You're here.
That's my job. Bless you. You see people way up there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at them.
I don't see it.
Keep looking. See how it goes down like a dip?
Yeah.
Right up there.
An orange.
Oh yeah.
Probably picked the wrong week to come to the Badlands. First week of August, it's really hot, and then Sturgis is happening just a couple miles away. And I think we have a lot of motorcycles here. Is that your echo?
Can I take a picture?
I feel like we've landed on another planet. To me, this feels like we're maybe on Mars. It's a completely different landscape. We've been all up and down the East Coast and everything kind of looked the same, you know? Green and hills, waterfalls, trees. This is like nothing I've ever seen before.
I'm done with the picture. You're just gonna stand there like statues all day long? We made it back to the campground. It's almost dinner time. The girls are having book club. What's book club? I don't understand.
Well, book club, it's for summertime. We have a game that you pass the ball to different people and you say a book that you've read or a book that you know about. And then we have cold drinks for hot days because it's in the summertime. And then we bring out some books like Usborne Illustrated Stories from Aesop and Usborne Illustrated Classics Huckleberry Finn and other stories. Like different kinds of books to learn about. It's really fun.
So while they do that, I am getting dinner ready. We were supposed to have hamburgers tonight, but a little mishap at the grocery store. We ended up with hot dog buns instead of hamburger buns. So this is what our hamburgers look like. And once dinner's ready, we're gonna eat in this little shade canopy that they have for all the campers. Isn't this thing nice for all the shade it gives?
Yeah, because it's like curved on this side, so when the sun's on that side, then it comes in. But when it's on this side, it's so fun.
Don't you love the view that we have?
Yeah, just look at that view. Cars, RVs, and rocks.
And rocks.
Yeah.
And I misspoke earlier when I said this campground doesn't have any hookups. There are campsites that do have electric.
Yes.
Except when we made our reservation, they were all booked already. So all of these other campers over here on the other side of the road, they all have electric and can run their air conditioners tonight. We cannot, so we will be staying outside as much as possible. There is a nice breeze, fortunately.
It'll cool down. It's supposed to be in the 60s. At night it should get to the 60s, so it should drop and have a breeze. We'll cool down while we sleep, but daytime it's hot.
And then we go hiking tomorrow morning on a real hike, hopefully before it gets too hot, because when we were out this afternoon, the girls didn't take it too well.
We were melting.
Everybody was melting and complaining.
I sweat
from the
like I
heat.
never sweat before. Like big time. It was like dripping. My hat was like soaking.
You shouldn't tell people that. You're a girl. You're not supposed to tell people how much you sweat.
You
Nope.
weirdo.
No words. We couldn't record the astronomy session that we had last night at the amphitheater, but it was really fun. They gave us the history of the park itself, all the different rock layers, and then talking about the history of light, looking at the stars. And then they had two telescopes.
Two telescopes, one pointing at Saturn and the other one
Pointing at the Dumbbell Nebula.
Also, they talked a lot about different stars and planets. We saw Mars. It was like totally red and it was so cool.
Yeah, we got to see a couple of shooting stars, lots of satellites out, and it was clear enough to see the Milky Way. They said it was actually the clearest it had been in 2 weeks. So that was nice. Today is a cloudy day, so tonight's not going to be as clear, probably not going to see any stars there. But right now we are going on a hike. We're going on the Notch Trail. It's about 1.5 miles. Hopefully the girls can keep up. It's cloudy today, a lot cooler, so that should be much better than the hot, sweaty day that we had yesterday.
So let's go.
Gotta jump over that river. Oh wait, it's just a puddle. I'm gonna track the hike on my watch. See how many miles it actually is and how many steps we take. So we have to hike up this hill where there's a ladder. Lana's going first so I can be right behind her. It's gonna be a little bit treacherous. You gonna be okay, Bubba?
Yeah.
You guys making it?
Yeah.
All the way.
Good.
Top of the mountain.
That was really tall.
Is this the easiest hike we've ever done?
No, I don't think so.
I think our waterfall in Alabama hike prepared us for this one.
But is this
But
easier
this-
or harder?
It's a little harder. The view is a little more spectacular.
The second lookout and Mariah spotted something in the rock.
Looked like a weirdo person leaning against the rock.
Says it's like a robot leaning against the rock. 2 legs, body, a head. Mariah and I decided to leave Lana and Rachel behind since Lana was a little bit tired. There's a second vista from way up here, which is pretty incredible. You a mountain goat? Mariah wants to explore this hole in the wall.
These boys were climbing up here and they found this is like a secret stairway to like a secret window, and then it goes like up here. But I don't think we're gonna go up there.
You're gonna climb way up there?
I'll try.
Our girls are learning the hard way that anytime you go hiking and you find somewhere cool to go, you also have to find your way back out.
Dad,
And
you're scraping Mama's water bottle.
And it just adds to the trip. So while this was supposed to be less than a 2-mile hike, we're probably gonna end up 2.5 miles, who knows? Much longer than what it was supposed to be. We're almost back. Where's the stairs?
The ladder is over there.
There's the ladder. So the last part of this hike is going back down the ladder that we came up. The beginning part is extremely steep, but it levels off towards the end. Everyone's a little bit nervous. I'm gonna go first, and then Lana will be right behind me so that I can catch her if anything goes wrong.
Okay.
But then Rachel hurt herself.
Yeah. Oh on my butt and hurt my chest.
So her muscles are a little bit tight, but hopefully she'll be fine going down the ladder.
We got a line, so let's go.
So we made it to the end of the hike. This was the Notch Trail, right?
Notch Trail, yeah.
Yep.
It was a good one.
It's supposed to be 1.5 miles, but we did 1.98 miles because we went a little bit further.
Yeah. Took us about an hour and a half, probably hour and 20 minutes.
1 hour, no, 2 hours.
What?
0 minutes and 7 seconds right now.
2 hours, wow.
So,
we took our time and really enjoyed it. It was great.
the hike is rated as a moderate hike. There were some stretches that were a little bit scary, slippery rocks of course, but we did it with 2 girls, 9 and 6. We had a couple slips, a couple falls. Rachel's not feeling good after her little slip, but I think overall we would say it was a positive experience.
Yes.
Definitely recommend it if you're coming to the Badlands.
I promise to explore,
1 mile after that.
to learn about, and protect special places like Badlands National Park. All right, here you go. You two are both now junior rangers at Badlands National Park.
So the girls just got their junior ranger badges for the Badlands. We did our hike this morning. It was really tiring. We had a rest back at the trailer, but now we're gonna do the scenic loop around the park, see the rest of the sites without having to walk around. Because
and we're gonna see
And
buffalo.
we get to bring the dog along.
and Bella gets to come along too for the ride. Bella, you ready to see the Badlands? Driving alongside the road here and we come across this field and there are hundreds of prairie dog.
And they're going yip, 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 yip. If you listen closely, you can hear them.
I'm gonna try to get closer to see if we can actually get a better view. We've made it to the western side of the Badlands and we finally found the golden, red, and purple layers in the dirt. Right behind me here you can see them, and climbing up this one. It's really fun to see the interesting colors here. I've never seen anything like that before. What do you girls think of the colors?
Hey, your thumb is purple.
You like purple?
Yeah, my thumb is purple.
Well, it's not from the dirt. Is that from your book?
Yes. And that view over there is in our postcard.
Oh, we got a postcard with that view?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Picture perfect.
So earlier today when I fell and pulled something in my chest, probably just sore muscles, but I'm realizing that I use these muscles a lot more than I thought. And one of those ways that I use them is to get into the truck. I have to hold on and like pull myself up because I'm only 5'2" and this thing is a beast. I can't do that. It's really hurting me. So I'm working on my leg muscles now. And I gotta like jump up inside. Now my legs are gonna be sore too.
So we're driving down the road and we see a couple cars stopped.
And look what they found.
Look at this.
I'm gonna tell a ranger that we found so many, and I'm gonna show them a picture.
We've got mountain goats just hanging out
And they're
on the side of
rare
the
to
cliffs.
find, they said. So this is 10
It's like a whole family.
It was 10.
How many did you count?
10.
10. Should we keep one?
No, because they're very, very rare, they said. They're
Do you
very
think
rare.
Bella would be nice to them?
No. No.
all day that we haven't seen any bison. Now we have one crossing the road right in front of us. We finished up the Scenic Loop tour at the Badlands, and it took us a little bit longer than we expected. We were hoping to be back here way before dinner time, but what, 6:30 is when we finally got back? 6
Something
o'clock?
like that.
It's because we took the Sage Creek Ridge Road.
Rim.
Or Rim Road, yeah.
Creek Rim Road. So instead of doing the loop that most people do that goes through the park most of the way and then it goes out back to 90 at Wall and then back around, we kept going through and kind of saw this, what it goes like southwest a little bit.
It keeps going west and then at the end you cut south, but
Yeah.
it's a dirt road, probably about 20 miles long, but highly recommend it if you want to see bison. That's the only place that we saw bison. We probably saw 40 to 50 bison out there. We actually had one that crossed the road, as you saw.
That's where the mountain goats were, and even more prairie dogs. I mean, we took some video of prairie dog that was before that, but then it was called Prairie Dog Town. And there is a campground on that side as well. We didn't get a reservation in there because they were full, but
it's a good thing we didn't because it was about 15 miles of dirt road just to get to the campground.
So the Cedar Pass Campground is the way to go if you're in an RV. Tent camping out in the other one is probably wonderful.
But that's going to do it for us from the Badlands. You can technically do the Badlands in about a day. We're really thankful that we got 2 full days, or a day and a half, really. 2 nights is really, really good. It allows you to hike the trails a little bit more and actually take your time rather than just rushing through and seeing a couple things, then moving on. So if you have a chance to do it, we highly recommend it. And that's going to do it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. And we hope to catch you guys on the road.